All right, what is up, guys? Aldo, welcome back. Wanted to give you the latest on these markets, what I've been doing. Took a Bitcoin, that's a funny emoji right there, Japanese goblin. Took a Bitcoin long setup yesterday, 10:59 a.m. That did pretty well. Hit first take profit. Profits are locked in on that. And then did take a small E short. I'm not going to show you where I'm taking first profits on that, but that's doing pretty good so far. So that's in the Aldo Empire VIP Discord. If you guys are interested, check it out. It's me and two other pro analysts. Wanted to show you Crypto Bullzone's been doing pretty good in there. You know, some Uniswap long did pretty well. Landicore has been doing good on some stuff with Pepe. So they have they're looking at other stuff that I kind of don't have time to look at. Sometimes I'm mainly focused on Bitcoin, Ethereum, some altcoins. They're looking at some other stuff. So it really makes the group complete. Tomorrow they're going to be on the live stream. So check that out. We got KMAC as well, who's had some really good calls. He's more into Forex, but he does the crypto stuff as well. So really great community. Don't want to show too much, but check it out. So yeah, let's get into what we're looking at right here. So we got the pump up. Got the nice pump up, hit the spiral line, hit that 30K area. And we had at face value, anything could happen, but at face value, what I'm looking at right now here is it does look a little bit more bearish because you had a pretty fierce rejection from 30K right here. You came back up to that spiral line. Now you're coming down. And what we have right here in the 2 hour is momentum waves coming down while price is making a higher high. That's a textbook bearish div. And you're starting to lose, what we could look at here, you're starting to lose that volume area low, which makes me kind of think that you'll continue into the red right there. And out of this double top pattern, you would probably have a technical target around this spiral line pocket back at 29.3. So that's my guess. That's my guess what could happen more in the short term here. And excuse me, when we get onto like the 8 hour, you do have the money flow coming up. Definitely doesn't look bad. You got a trend reversal sign here in the 8 hour as well. I guess that would support more of the bearish case, the trend reversal. Money flow would support the more bullish case. VWAP coming down would support the more bearish case. It looks like you may have some more room to go here potentially, but the fact that you're losing that volume area low from back there does make me a little bit more in the bear camp. Your gap to RSIs are a decent amount, are kind of gapped here. Looks like they want to kind of come down on your 10 hour. Same thing with not quite there yet on your 12 hour, but the VWAP's coming down on all these time frames. So that's what I'm looking at. And the daily, you confirm the bullish div. You got your nice jump up. That's what part of the reason I took the long based on yesterday. And now it's kind of that could have played out. We may have more to go. And this is the main kind of bullish case, this trigger wave right here. The sky's the limit. Anything could happen, guys. Anything could happen. If we look at history, most likely you would continue into a red August and a red September, but trigger waves could bring you up a lot. This doesn't happen that often on that 3 day right here. I'm just curious. This is a long time ago. Last time you had one of these. If it's like this, let's just see where that. Let's see what kind of trajectory upward that would give us. Oh wait, we're on. Let me go to logarithmic so we can get a. Well, let's just look at the percentage. We'll look at the percentage. That's easier. That's a 30% incline. So let's see from the bottom there, 30 per. Oh my. People are talking about it. That's the old place Crypto Face is talking 37K. Not impossible, but I'm kind of more in the camp that won't happen. But I'll be happy if it does happen. I'll be happy if it does, if we do go up to 37K. I own more Bitcoin than I've ever owned. So yeah. And ultimately, you got the red dot in the 2 week. That's why I would lean a little bit more in the bear camp. The 9 week, somebody was telling me to look at that. And that does have the trigger waves, but that's obviously these large, really 2 month time frames or whatever. That just means we're probably going to go into another bull run and make new all-time highs within the next few years. Hopefully, that's what it kind of means, in my opinion. If you look at the 3 week here, this could come down. Potentially get a red dot, trigger wave on the monthly. I think once that kind of plays out, and that could take a few months into the end of the year. Once that plays out, I think you're kind of home free into the halvening year and then into the next bull run. So that's ultimately the latest on kind of Bitcoin right now. And let's look at Ethereum. Obviously in the long term, still that Wyckoff accumulation thing. I think ultimately with the weekly looking like it looks, I think you got more downside potential to kind of fulfill this kind of wake off and maybe come back down to 1200, maybe even lower. We'll potentially see. I'm kind of most likely, my guess is around 1300. I don't really think we'll go lower than that unless something crazy happens. But ultimately, I'm looking for this to get into the red to start DCAing into Ethereum. And the thing too is like just look at probably throughout the pump up and also throughout the drop down that we're seeing now is you are seeing Ethereum continue to bleed against Bitcoin right now. So you're just seeing that have that slow decline down. I think we're at least going to get down that low. Bitcoin dominance as well. I wanted to show you quickly here throughout the incline upward and the decline downward a bit today. This is generally, well, actually Bitcoin dominance is, I'm wrong. Bitcoin dominance is actually coming down a little bit. I think that's, not going to last too long. I think you're generally going to repeat this kind of thing with the trigger wave right there and continue forward. Either way, I mean, if Bitcoin keeps pumping up to 34K, 37K, I think this will continue forward. And the same thing I think will happen if we do see a pullback in the market. Why? Because that just happened the last time in 2019. That's what happens in the accumulation year. We kind of clean out the market. We clean out a lot of the Ponzi's. We clean out a lot of the scams, all that type of stuff. Let's look at ETH a little bit for the short term. Same thing as Bitcoin on that 2 hour, rejecting from the point of control right there. Now, it does seem likely you would come down to kind of this point potentially in the short term. Money flow kind of coming out in the 10 hour, money flow coming out in the 10 minute, money flow coming out on the 16. And if we look at some of these time frames, I mean, this is where it gets more bullish, but you got to wonder here with this trigger wave to come about to come on the 3-day. There's definitely upside potential here, but you got to wonder, did this already play out? I don't know, because you already had that jump up a little bit. So that's the main question here. Short term, I would be a bit more bearish on this, but absolutely possible that you could come back up to the volume area high 1925, especially if Bitcoin, breaks upward to that 33, 34. We do have the spot ETF or whatever, the ETF stuff coming. So maybe that's the thing that brings us up. I don't know. Tough to say. I don't know. But from a trading perspective, you don't really need to know exactly what's going to happen to make money. It's more about just following strategies over time. And also, if you guys want to trade with FAIRDESK, check out FAIRDESK down below, especially if you want to get the Soul Pass. It's their NFT, especially since the NFTs are so low right now. Have just been down so low. All you need is $10,000 worth of FAIRDESK trading volume on there to be eligible to mint the Soul Pass. And that could do well. That could be worth more in a few years. You're kind of owning part of FAIRDESK with that. Their interface is pretty good. They got some AI bot trading that I've been messing around with a little bit on there. So check them out. Really good exchange. Link down below. FAIRDESK is great as well. Both of those exchanges, you don't need a VPN and you don't need KYC to use them. So get it while you still can. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, the main thing too that I would kind of, guess would bring us down farther is Blood Diamond going to confirm in 4 days on the weekly here on total 3, which would most likely, I mean, I don't think it's going to be that catastrophic, but it could be kind of like this area, where you do come down a bit. That would bring us right down to kind of almost $200 billion market cap, 40% correction, potentially. The good news, though, for most of the altcoins, I think the ones that survive, I think the worst we'll see, this is total 2 as well, which could come down maybe 30%. That's kind of a Wyckoff accumulation. That third drop down could be, phase C, where you do see the bottom potentially in a couple months here. But on the bright side, the worst case scenario, as I was saying, for a lot of the altcoins, I don't see out of the ones that survive, like Cardano, Solana, I don't see them coming down, more than another 50%. Like the worst case scenario I'm potentially seeing is like 14 cents for Cardano right now. Same with Chainlink too, which it's just been nothing's happened here. But if we could just get that, I don't even know if you're going to make it down to that technical target down there. Maybe that 3, kind of area, high 3s or something. That could be potentially the bottom there. Solana as well. That's another favorite. Obviously, if we do come down, another 50%. Right there seems kind of like the lowest at this point. I obviously don't think Solana's Solana's shown strength. I mean, it was a little iffy here on whether this could survive at $8, but it's shown some strength. So I don't think it will go to zero at this point. I think it will ultimately survive. That's the other one. There's some news about Aldo teaming up with the Clinton Foundation. I'm not gonna make any comments about that, but that 3 week, once you get that bull div, I mean, that's what I'm kind of waiting for a lot of alts here. Maybe that bull div in a month or so to start DCAing into some of these. You know, I don't know. Are any of you still for Algo after after what happened? You know, that's kind of what we're looking at. H bar as well. H bar had the, I've been talking about it for a while. The monthly. I need a better time frame here. Let's see. I'm on the wrong. Let's see. Binance has it. The monthly bullish div there. Wait till that confirms 22 days. That's probably going to be the place where I'm going to start DCing into altcoins. Hopefully, we have a bit more of a correction in that amount of time. Anyway, guys, check out the Aldo Empire VIP Discord down below. Check out FAIRDESK down below as well for the Soul Pass. You got until the end of the month to do that. Really good exchange. Also, check out my trading course. Do have a really good trading course that a lot of people have really liked. Link down below. 2 new lessons there, so I think it's going to help you guys out a lot. And that's pretty much it, guys. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Have a good one. Bye.